Hey, hello everyone. Morning. Sorry for the delays. It was my fault, my problem, but I'm here.
No problem, Daniel. The Starcast, the hurricanes.
Yeah, of course. That's why I had a delay. Uh, so um, so thank you. Thank you all for being connected. Thank you for this invitation and the opportunity to share with all of you what we have in hands. So here in this webinar, I will be here together with my colleague Christian Melo. Christian is the technical account manager for the north of Latin America. Here's Christian.
Hello, everyone.
And Christian will be presenting today with me and giving you uh, a wonderful tour that exceeds what what words are are saying. So um, for starting, I will share my screen. Please let me know if you're watching my screen.
Yes,
Someone?
yes, indeed, we are
Yeah.
watching your screen, Christian.
Okay.
Thank you,
Great. Great.
Daniel.
So in this webinar, we will be talking about this: how to take your monitoring to the next level with PowerManage. Uh, so from now on, I will start sharing with you the agenda. So first of all, we will share with you who are we, who we are, who's JCI. Then we will see a brief information about monitoring centrals and signal reception models. This is not very technical. This is more into the understanding of what we can do and what we have from the starting point. Of course, we will talk about some industry challenges. Of course, these are not all the challenges that we have, but this is mainly a good and a brief introduction of some of them that I think has the most biggest impact on our business. Of course, we will be talking about the PowerManage. The PowerManage, it's the key of this presentation. After that, we'll be talking about Connect Alarm, and not only Connect Alarm. I missed in this agenda talking about Alarm Install, that it's our application for installers, for technicians. So we are not only focused on the user experience, on the final user experience, but also on all this business experience and technical experience. And after that, we will talk about and do a brief resume of uh, the central monitoring digital solution. That's what we offer now. And after that, in the seventh point of today, you will get this PowerManage solution tour. So what we want you is to understand, hopefully as deep as possible, how this will work and how you can take advantage of the PowerManage. So Jose, if we are ready, we'll start.
Oh, yes, please. Go on.
Okay, perfect. So who we are? Who are we? Johnson Controls. It's mainly technology-driven company. We've been here for nearly 104 years. We have at least 2,000 offices around the world in 150 different countries. We are more than 100,000 employees dedicated and working around the world, and we promote a lot of solutions. Mainly, we are in the intrusion division, part of the security, global security. We don't receive any document about this training. This is not a training. This is mainly a webinar for the understanding of a solution. We can, after that, if we need to make a certification or deeply training on these matters, of course we can provide. So mainly we work with DSC by Sonic and Qolsys. We have a lot of experience, not only in Latin America, Central America, South America, the Caribbean, but we are mostly worldwide. So our worldwide solutions have a lot of experience and a lot of years. DSC this month will be celebrating 45 years of history. So this is who we are. Mainly, and the importance of you knowing this is that we are here to support businesses, your businesses. We have a big B2B focus. So we are not willing to go into a do-it-yourself solution. We are more willing to support you in your business and put the right tools on your hands with the right support. After saying that, what are the main tasks of a monitoring center? And monitoring centers doesn't have a lot of tasks, of course, in the day-to-day, on the daily basis. You have to do a lot of things, but mainly you want to receive signals, you want to resolve, and you want to do something with these signals, and then you want to interact. And having this in mind, we will talk about these two solutions. You know, of course, the classic model, and we will talk about also the unified model. So the classic model supports analog and IP signal reception, and of course, analogs. We're talking about landline calls. Was the beginning of this, but as a matter of fact, this world, it's already changed, and mostly a big percentage of landlines have been removed by telcos. So our only option is to rely on having the opportunity to communicate to the cellular networks or via internet through our access points, our services or local services, of course. In case of the unified models, it only receives IP signals. So we understand that we had this kind of migration and we work on that way. The classic model is a hardware-based reception, and in that case, you have to buy expensive equipment. You have to add expansions. You have to do a lot of investments. You have to pay sometimes electric services bills and fees, and of course you cannot cover a lot of things. You have this on your data center, and if something fails, you fail. Of course, SureGuard receivers are reliable. It's great receivers that have been working for lots of years, but the risk, it's the hardware-based solution. Of course, when we talk of the unified model, you're talking of software-based. Other thing is that these classic models are compatible with most of the monitoring software on the market. In that case, we have the same, but you can do basic monitoring software features. You have these software features included on the software. So you can not only receive and transmit, but you can interact with that signals, and you can use and have basic functions. It is sad to say, but in the classic model, you cannot support mobile apps. So you cannot bring to your customers the opportunity to interact in a different way. And in this case, you will have the management of the mobile app. And a lot of people and a lot of concerns and questions are driven to intrusion systems with free applications, free apps. But just please remember that in some cases, you are putting in risk the customer information going into free apps because you don't handle that data. Data is mainly on hands of a third party, and you don't know the third party in some cases. So it's so important that you understand that you have the opportunity to manage this mobile app directly into your database. So your customers will be always your customers. The other thing, the classic models goes up to 1,474,560 accounts. And I don't know, but there's not a lot of company that reach that limit. In case of our unified model, we can go up to 100,000 accounts. That it's mainly what we need in 99.9999% of our businesses, and we can grow according to our needs. We can start from 500 accounts until achieve these 100,000 accounts. So, industry challenges. First of all, loss of time and money. Technicians taking trips and long phone calls to do password changes, change opening times, user creation, and do some diagnosis. That takes money from us and sometimes takes money from our customers, making our customers not happy at all. What they affect? They affect the profitability of our businesses. We have higher operating costs. We have to have a big base of technicians available and moving and doing some risky task as riding a motorcycle or maybe having delays of traffic, and this is affecting our business profitability. And increased number of technicians per customer. Of course, a single technician doing password change during a whole day may do 4 to 5, depending on the distance between customers. And I'm pretty sure that the last customers will be completely annoyed of receiving this service after 5 or 6 hours of waiting time. So this is terrible, and this is an issue that we have today because our customers are completely different of what we have yesterday. Because our customers are waiting for immediate answers, for immediate solutions, because now they are used to have this. They have the WhatsApp, they have the possibility to send requests, they have all the possibility to have quick answers. So we have the duty to fulfill these needs. Of course, dissatisfied customers, it's terrible for the long waiting times that I was mentioning, for having the wrong impression of the system not working at all. And of course, they feel unsafe because they don't have the information on hand. So not having an application, an app on their hands, and having the opportunity to operate their system and know the status make them feel unsafe. Other thing is that this industry have a lot of challenges, and one is all these reliability gaps. And we're exposed and we have a lot of vulnerabilities. So what we want to have is the opportunity to have safe channels to communicate to the panel and to do all this. And that's what we want to provide. So what is the PowerManage? The PowerManage is a modular platform for monitoring, to the management of security systems, and provide interactive software-based services. So what are the benefits, values, and features? So it's all-in-one platform. It receives signals from the panels. It works as a remote maintenance tool. It shows all reporting and provides an interactive interface through our server. Of course, cybersecurity, as I mentioned, it's one of our biggest concerns. So we have the highest security levels certified by our cybersecurity department. And when you put in functionalities and open your PowerManage and go through the public network, through the PSTN, you will have a secure server and you have secure communications from the panels to your PowerManage. And of course, we can have a solution that can be working locally in local networks or a remote solution. So there's a lot of things that you can do with the PowerManage. This is so important to me. It's that you can provide remote maintenance or remote support, because you can do real-time diagnostics. You can do a remote walk test. You can do a full panel programming remotely. You can do firmware upgrades for the Power Series Neo and Power Series Pro panels. You can do zone and device labels. You can do device enrollment. You can have a virtual keypad as you were in the location and you are interacting with the keypad, even with the lights testings of the keypad. You can process monitoring, of course. You can have basic configurations, and you have a lot of more to come because we are in constant development of our solution. This is the big questions. Which panels are compatible with the PowerManage? These are fully, and I'm sharing with you the fully compatible panels. Of course, you can get panels through a universal communicator, but mainly full compatibility goes with Power Series Neo and Power Series Pro with the Bisonic PM360R. And now we are including our IQ4 panels, fully compatible with a multi-carrier SIM card, all that you need, all the 3 flavors of our top-of-the-line solution and experience for customers from our IQ4 panel, IQ4 Hub, and IQ4 NS. So you have this opportunity right now, coming soon. These panels are in the final testing and in production, and will be available in less than a couple of months. So we can do a lot of things here. What is Connect Alarm? Connect Alarm, it's our application for the final users. And here it's Connect Alarm and Alarm Install. So your technicians have the opportunity to have an installer application, and of course, having access remotely to our panel, let them do support, even if they are on the next visit, so they can go into the customer panel and do this kind of support. the end user application. I will be sharing this with you, and Christian will be sharing more information about this. This is Connect Alarm, your system in the palm of your hand, on the palm of your hand of your customer or the final user. You can see partitions, panel status, zones. Of course, you can see if the zone it's alarm or not. You can see all the activity in the palm of your customer's hands. Also, you can customize the application so you can have this application on your customer hand with your colors and your logo. It makes you easy to remind and easy to be in the top of mind of your customer. Of course, Alarm Install app will let you maximize the technical team's time because you can do a lot of configurations of your panel locally or remotely in the application, and you can see what is happening with your panel and go deeply into the panel's configurations that you can see on the third screen. What are the system requirements? Well, if you start with 500 accounts, you can get almost any computer that it's at least a Core i5 Intel processor, 8500 series or more, and 8 gigs of RAM and a 500 gigs storage. And you can go that up to 10,000 accounts. And then when you go further in your business, you can do it on a high mid performance or high performance server until you grow to 100,000 accounts. What it's important to understand here is that you can do it locally, but also you can install the PowerManage on a cloud-based solution. You can use Amazon Web Services, you name it. Of course, we will have on the installation and kickoff of your system the support directly from our team. In this case, Christian, that will pass soon to give you the tour. This is a small comparison that I want you to understand is that our DSC communicators let us do arm and disarm, alarm notifications, user creation and password change, zone exclusion, partitioning and assigning, listing your status on devices, panels, and partitions. If you have a universal communicator, you only will be able to do arm and disarm and receive notifications on your app. That's important to understand because, of course, you can use universal communication and maybe to do transitions, it will be a good opportunity, but mainly having our products will let you get and take all the advantage of the solution. So what we have here is a digital solution, intrusion systems, Power Series Neo, Power Series Pro, PM360R, and Qolsys IQ4 panels. Have mobile apps for your customer and for your technicians, and of course have the supervision and management of the PowerManage. So you have unified security platform, multiple panels supported, reduction of operational costs, free interactives, easy and quick setups, virtualizable and scalable solution, and of course you will be renewing your customer value proposal. Your customer will be receiving more than they expect and not less that what they can get in the market. So until here, I spoke a lot of things, but let's have the experience and go deeply in what PowerManage and applications can do with Christian. Thank you all for your attention. And of course, please remember that you have the chat box on the right side of this Teams window, so you can submit your questions, and Christian will be more than glad to answer all these technical needs.
Questions.
There's a question from Christian Castro that asks if the PowerMaster 10 that uses 2G or 3G can be connected to the PowerManage. Please, Christian, ask this question, and I think it's all the things I
It's
have to
able.
say. Let's have this tour. Thank
Okay,
you
all
all.
right. Hello, everyone. Well, for this tour, the idea is I am going to show you all respect to background of PowerManage. Also, one tour inside of Connect Alarm app. And the surprise is I am going to show you the Connect Alarm with one IQ panel. Yes, the idea is show you the different aspects about the big advantage that we have with PowerManage in interactive way. Yes, the idea is that we can put in play the all information that Daniel gave us. Yes, all right. So for this case, I show you two different PowerManage because we have one version available to work with DSC Neo, DSC Pro, and Bisonic panels and Universal Communicator TL405. But also, we are going to release in short time a new version of PowerManage able to work with Qolsys panels. Yes, so this is the background that we have. Please give me a chance. I am going to change the language for English. So, okay, all right. We have this principal view where we can see the all different panels that we have connected. Also the owner of panel, because we can customize the owner of panel, and also we can divide the panels in different groups. Yes, what I mean with different groups. So you can divide the panels in different sections. Like for example, I don't know, I have three global customers like, I don't know, Nestle, Coca-Cola, and PepsiCo. Yes. So I can divide the all different panels that we have for each customer in three different groups and create a easy filter, a fast filter to search specifically this group of panels. Yeah. So I mean that, for example, I have create these groups where I have divided this with Neo panels, Power Master panels, and other two customers that I created the group. Yes. So this is column for this. Also, in this column, we can see the status connection of network. Yes, broadband and GCM connection. When you see the red color on this icon, this means that the panel right now is disconnected. Yes, but if I see this color on the icon, we can see that the panel is connected. Also, the icon, when you put the click on this, show you what is the status of status connected. And if you put the click here, status is offline. Yeah, so in this column, you can see what is the status connection of panel respect to the communication way. Cellular communicator or Ethernet communicator. Yes? Well, the model of panel that we are using, yes, we have Neo panel in this case, HS2032. Also, we have the Power Master here, and also we have the Pro panels. Pro panel. We have a Pro panel here, and we have the Universal Communicator too. But I'm going to search that. Okay, all right. This is the universal communicator. So in this background, we can see the all different type of panels that we have connected or that we can have connected in PowerManage. Also, in this column, we can see the all events that we have pending for check, respect, alarms, troubles, or something like that. Yes. Also, in this column, we can see the all different faults that we have in the panel. The best part is when you put the click on icon, you can see what kind of issue or fault mean that. So this mean that unfinished discovery, bell, time date. Well, this panel has all kind of faults that you can have in one panel. Yes, GCM, radio sim, tamper issue, tamper in different zones. So you can see that here, and you can see the resume about the. We have 12 faults on this panel from 5 months ago. Yes, so you can get the complete status about the different events, alarm, or faults that you are getting from one panel. At the end of this column, also you can able or disable the app for user final user or for installer user. Yes, remember that we have connect alarm and alarm tab. Yeah, that's right. So I know when you click on one of that panels, I am going to click on one panel that is online. For example, this. You can see the all different components that you have in the panel. Yes, for example, you have the Neo panel, also the cellular communicator, the Ethernet communicator. You have 8 zones, or 8 wired zones, 2 PowerG wireless devices, 2 keypads, and 2 PGMs. So this is the most interesting part, because with only one click you can bypass this zone. You can change the configuration like DLS, because remember that in PowerManage you have receiver, virtual receiver, only a configurator, remote support, and also get application from this platform. All right. So you can change the all different parameters like you are programming on keypad or DLS. So you can change the label, you can change the type of zone, you can change the attributes about these zones only with one click on zone. Also, you can get the status of each zone. When, for example, you have activate. For example, in this case, this zone is activate, is open. So it's a panic button, and show you that currently this panic button is open. Okay. What is other really awesome part of PowerManage? That you can get video on demand for peer cams in PowerManage. So respect that. You can, for example, I don't know if this peer cam is working, but we are going to try getting a video on demand. But when you get a peer cam image, the most of times is when the panel is in alarm way. But with PowerManage, you can get this image with only one click. And also you can download this image and save in the local disk of server or PC. Yeah, so you can get a history image all of these alarm events got of beer count. Yeah, so this is another interesting part that you have with PowerManage. You can get a control of PGM outputs when the panel is in alarm for 5 minutes. So when the panel is in alarm, immediately the system enable the PGM outputs from PowerManage when you can activate or deactivate one PGM. I don't know, for example, when you have a door, so you can open the door, you can close the door. Yeah, so you can do this after that the panel is getting alarm. Okay, so also in this you can enter in the program options of panel all different options of programming that you have in Neo, in Pro panels, and Bisonic panels in this version of PowerManage. This version is 4.12. This is the last version enabled to install currently on market. Yes, in a few days, we are going to release the new versions to enroll Qolsys panels. But this version is currently a beta version. Yes, but I am going to show you this beta version and we can see the all different new things that we have with Qolsys panels. But currently, this is the last version that we have released. Okay, so this is the all online programming. So you can enter in each section of programming to change the all different parameters that you need to change remotely with the panel. This is the most important part that I think that we have with PowerManage, remote inspections, remote support, because before that you send one technical guy to, I don't know, simply doing diagnostics of one panel, you can do this diagnostic from PowerManage before that you send one technical guide on site. Yes, because I don't know, maybe it's only one thing like I don't know, change the label of one sensor, of you can see that one sensor uh, discharge the battery. So after that, you getting this diagnostic from PowerManage, you can schedule one technical guy to do exactly the specific thing that he needs to do. Not only diagnostic, exactly the situation that he needs to fix. Yes, so this is a big advantage because this save cost, save money operation that you can do now, you only using PowerManage. Yes, so to be more clear, for example, you can have the keypad, the virtual keypad. So when you have a technical support, when you have a call of one customer, when the customer say, hey, I have an issue with my panel, but I don't know how we use the keypad, how use the panel. Please help me with that. So you only need to say, hey, I am going to check this in 5 minutes. Please give me a chance. I am going to connect remotely from your panel, and you can change. You can check. You can check what is the issue. For example, in DSC, you press *2, and you can change. You can check if you have one issue or one trouble with the panel. Simple, with one click using the virtual keypad. Yes. Also, you can arm and disarm the panels or partitions, or one by one, or a general arm or general disarm. You can bypass the zones remotely. You can check the events, because remember that PowerManage also is a virtual receiver. So you can check the events that been uh, have been sorry have been uh, doing have been happening in the panel. Also, you can create, delete, or modify the users on panel. Yeah, so you can create the users, you can change the code, you can delete the users, you can modify the partition permissions that this user have, or also simply delete. Yes, so you can create also the installers users. You can check the remote inspections. This remote inspections is a simple tool that the system doing for all panel, and show you the different issues that the panel currently have. So this panel has a communicator issue. Also told me that zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, zone 8 never used. Yeah, so show you the all different issues that maybe the panel has. Yes, all right. Also, you can download these reports about issues, about alarms for each panel. You can check what process one person or one specific operator have been trying to do. In this case, for example, show me that Christian was trying to download one video of demand of this PERCAM, and also told me that is not possible because maybe this PERCAM has one issue. So I need to check what is the issue with that. So in this case, I can schedule one technical guy for check on site what is the issue that is having the panel. Also, you can do the remote firmware update. So you can do a general firmware update, the all different components that you have inside of panel. So the control panel, the panel, the communicator, the keypad, in case that you have a host, the transceptor power G receive, the transceptor power G, you can upload, you can do the firmware upload, in general upload from this window. Yes, so this is a really, really important part. I recommend that you need to check with monthly or each 3 months the different firmware versions that we have enabled to update. Because if we release, for example, I don't know, for example, we are going to release the Qolsys panels for PowerManage. So if you don't upload the version of PowerManage, the PowerManage is not able to work with Qolsys panels. Yes. Another thing is, for example, if we release, I don't know, one wireless sensor this is a new device that we are going to release. So you need that all different panels are getting the all new firmware version to be compatible with the panel. Yeah, so for the reason it's important that we create this a good practice for with one operators monthly, or I don't know, each 2 months, 3 months, but it's important that in one period we can do this. Yes. Another important part is the events, the window of events. When we see this part, we can create the fast filters with this. I can create a filters to get alarms. I can create a filter to get alerts. I can create a filter to get advices. So periodic retest report, battery absent, service required, the all different advice that the panel is sending. The opening and closings are on disarms signals, opening and closings. You can get in that. So the idea is that you can create all different fast filters in this part. Remember that PowerManage is all-one solution that has a operator system operative self, also a database, and also the all different libraries that getting the all components to this view of PowerManage. So the MariaDB database get permissions to do these fast filters. So you only need to check what type of filters you can create. I don't know, for this case in events, you can create the severity of signals, alarm, notice, offline, online, restores, opening and close. Also for day, today, yesterday, last week, last month. So you can create all different filters, and also it's so easy that you can delete that. So you only need to click on the filter that you created and delete and delete. Yes, you can create and delete in easy way this part. What is the limit of users? This is the most common question that the different people ask me. We don't have a limit respect to operators or users. You can create when you can create unlimited users of operators. And this part to create users is in this. You click on these 3 points, more, and search users. And in this part, you can create the users. You only need to fill the form, the name, the address, the country, the role. We have 3 principal roles: administrator, event interface user, and operator. But also you can create customized roles based on principal roles. So when what I mean with that, well, I know roles, for example, roles. I am going to create a role. We have the principal role, administrator. Okay, oh, I need to create another type of role. So I can create a performance for this role. So I don't know, demo webinar, for example. I don't know, demo webinar based in administrator role. And I am going to get the control for all groups of PowerManage. Okay, save. So when I am going to search this role, Jesus, demo, demo webinar. On this key, I can enable or disable the all different actions, permissions that I am going to give for someone on PowerManage. But also you can unhide more options for these options. So options with sub options, you can unhide this and you can deny or allow the all different things that you need to get permission for someone. What is the best part of that? Is that you can customize the role depends on your necessities. Yes. So you can really customize one role with many detail. Yeah, so this is a really good thing. You can create these roles and you can get this role for one specific user. So I create demo webinar, for example. I can assign this demo webinar role for one specific person that I am going to create. Yeah. So this other really, really good part. You can divide in groups, like I told you. The 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 different panels. You can change you can create the central monitoring software. This is another really important part because remember that it is a virtual receiver. So I can send the all different signals for one specific central monitoring software. The all different type of softwares. I don't know, Bicom, Chronos, Manitou, Softguard. Well, a lot of central monitoring softwares by level of market. You can send these signals. Only you need to know what is the protocol that this central monitoring software is able to receive, is able to get in signals. So SIA for via MRL2, Fibro SIA, FEB SIA, FEB contact ID, BSNAP for Bisonic, BSNAP contact ID, BSNAP SIA. You only need to get this information, get the IP or central monitoring software, what is the port for we are going to send these signals. Okay. What another important thing that I need to tell you? Well, you can enable event supervision with zones. So for alarms, you can enable one zone. For restores, other zone. Alert, other zone. And you only need to enable the event supervision, and also the system will show you the notification like a pop-up in some corner or left or right or in the window in this view. Okay. Well, this is the part of PowerManage. Yeah, so this is the old principal tool that I would like to show you. This is the most principal things that we have on PowerManage, but also we have the beta version. We have connected the all IQ panels, IQ for Hub, IQ Pro, IQ panel 4, IQNS. So, for example, in this case, this is one IQ Pro. What happened? And I'm getting issues with my network or with the network of this beta version. PowerManage. Give me a second, give me a chance. What is happening? Okay. Okay, all right. Come back. For example, this IQ4 Hub. Please go fast. Okay. So in this part, we can see the icon of one IQ4 Hub. The cellular modem, this SRF is because we can, I don't know if you know, but with Qolsys, we can receive legacy wireless sensor of power series. Like, for example, all different sensors that works in 433 megahertz. So this card is this. This card is for receive the all legacy wireless sensor of power series. This card is the Power G card for new wireless sensors. This is the Z-Wave card for automation devices, but also this Power G card receive the all new automation devices that are working with Power G technology, because this is the new thing that we have. Qolsys and Power G working with new automation devices, like logs with lockdown, logout, with dimmers, switchers, sockets, switches, electricity switches, plugging to control electrodomestics or something like that. We have now enabled market this device. Yeah, so you can see in this case, for example, one magnetic contact, one another magnetic contact that is connecting with the panel, the configuration of Qolsys panel, the all different programming sections in Qolsys panel, the status to arm or disarm the panel, add or delete the users to in Qolsys panel, and the all different things that I showed you before. So this is the new part. This is the new part with Qolsys. This is the new version that we are going to release. The version of this is 4.16. This is the version that we are going to release the next month. With this version, you are able to work with Qolsys on PowerManage. Yes. So what is the big advantage that you will get with PowerManage platform is this. The PowerManage finally will work with all different brands of panel that we have in market. DSC, Bisonic, and Qolsys. With DSC, we have Power Series Neo, Power Series Pro, Universal Communicator TL405, Bisonic panels, PM10, but well, PM10 in short time will discontinue, but we have able to work PM360R and online in new series, IQ4 series panels, IQ4NS, IQ4 Hub, and IQ4. This is the short slide when you can see the all compatibility panels that will able to work on PowerManage platform. So after that, I am going to show you one view of my mobile phone getting connection with a beta version of Connect Alarm for use the Qolsys panel on this. So give me a chance, give me a second. This is a visor, one program to replicate, to get a mirror of my mobile phone. Okay, so this is my mobile phone. In this part, I have Connect Alarm beta version. Works with Face ID or in iOS, in iPhone telephones. Introduce my master code, and I have my Qolsys panels, my Qolsys panel here. So I can arm and disarm my panel. I can send the fire emergency or panic signal from Connect Alarm. But I think that the most interesting part here is that you will get automation controls and automation routines on Connect Alarm using IQ panel. So you will have security and automation in Connect Alarm. So for example, I have connected to, this is air fry socket, is a power G plug that I have connected in my Qolsys panel. And this light socket is a Z-Wave plug that I have working in my panel. I have one of each of one devices, type of devices in the panel: power automation device and Z-Wave automation device. So I can activate the plug. I can activate the plug, and also I can activate the Z-Wave socket or disactivate the Z-Wave socket. This is the manual automation, on click, on call. But also I can, on this bar, I can enter in home automation, and I can create automation routines. So for example, I can create when is conditional, it's a conditional status. So when I receive, I don't know, recent close, no, door open, when the open door, so I don't know, doing something. But well, I am going to do something more something easier than this. When the partition is disarmed, so for example, enable one automation devices, enable air fry socket, or enable light socket. So I can do this, turn on one of device, and I can add a period for that, or a always condition, or I can define this parameter for one specific time, 1 hour or one period of time here, and automation enable, and I can create the name for this routine, demo routine. I can save this. And all you can create the all different automation routines depends on devices that you have connected, lock, thermostats, curtains, sound, electricity sockets, uh, all different devices or type of devices that you can do for with this. Yes. So this is the really interesting part. Alarm when, for example, when one panel is getting alarm, so please, for example, turn off the lights. I don't know. It's an imagine situation. So you will able to create an infinity routines on Connect Alarm with the Qolsys panels. Yeah. Also, you can see the events, all different type of events on panel, and you can, for example, you can select what type of automation device you want to see, PowerG or Z-Wave. I have one PowerG device and I have one Z-Wave device, or all. Yeah, so it's very simple. It's very simple, very intuitive. It's easy to manipulate. It's easy to one final customer. It's not a complicated manage. Also, you can have a hair reference on this. It's very easy. So this is all respect all different tour that I wanted to give you respect to PowerManage and also application Connect Alarm. So now I would like to know if you have some question that maybe with Daniel we uh, we can't respond. Okay, I am going to can answer the the PM10 and PM30 is able to work with the new version or with the current version is able to work. Yes, there is not a problem. No, you can do that. What is the only situation respect a technical thing? Remember that for some customers in the Caribbean islands, you have been work with the, I don't know, maybe with versions like 3.6 or with versions 4.6. And remember that is old versions. So we need to reinstall in this case a new version of PowerManage, but the most probable thing is that you will lost the old log or events on configurations that you have you have made on PowerManage. I don't know, like users, roles, groups, because we need to reinstall a new version and synchronize your listens on this new version. But you will able to work with PM10 or PM30. About Pro Max, I'm not sure about this. I will need to check that because I'm not sure that with this version is able to work in PowerManage. No, but I think so. I think so. I think so that we don't have any problem with that. If you have currently work Pro Max on PowerManage, we are going to able to work in the last version with this type of panel. So there is not a problem. Only only. For example, Jackinson. Hi, Jackinson. With this case, for example, we have this particular case with Jackinson. He is a customer in IT when he has 600 customers on PowerManage in the version 4.6, and we are doing a complex migration to last version 4.12 without affect the database that he current has on server. Yes, because he has 600 customers with app, with different roles, with different groups, with different users and customers. So this is another process that maybe is not easier to do in many cases, but it's a really good question, Jackinson. Okay, Q&A, Christian Castro. I am going to check in Q&A question. Please give me a check. Okay, the last.
You got it, Christian? Can you read the QA?
Yes, I can read.
Okay, good.
Okay, the lights feature turn on and turn off. Now, it's not compatible with PM10 because the PM10 is not able to work with automation devices. Yes, remember that the automation is on panel, is based on panel, is not based on application. So for this reason, Qolsys is able to do that because Qolsys has the cards, the C-Wave cards and Power Automation card to do these things. So this is the thing. Okay, what other? Yeah, an instruction manual or documentation are there for the new app. Yes, we are going to release documentation about this. It's not able now because it's not releasing. It's not releasing too. It's not releasing still, but we are going to have this information. Is there a way to mass operate the panels on PowerManage? Well, you need to go panel by panel and click on update, and you can move panel by panel to do that. But it's a massive when you can upload of all panels, we don't have this. Is there a plan operate to meaning each file to be clear? Sometimes it be confusing. Well, respect to this question. Well, if you have a 3.6 version or less, it's impossible that we can do this upgrade, but we can install the new version and setting the PowerManage to enroll again your current panels. Yes, but you will lost the log of events, users, groups that you have setting. Yes, it's I need to be clear with that. With 4.6, 4.8, you can do upgrade exactly. We need to install the new 4.12 version, but we can do the upgrade database, and we can do this process and get this database in the last version of PowerManage. But we need to do this step-by-step upgrade database, only database. So for example, you have 4.6. So we need to upgrade the database to 4.8. It's incremental upgrade database. So we need to throw with one for each one version until get 4.12. So 4.6 to 4.8, 4.8 to 4.12, and finally in 4.10 we can do a firmware update version for 4.10 to 4.12. When we release the 4.16, you will able to do this upgrade firmware version from server. But for versions 4.6, 3.6, and 4.8 is not able. We need to install the new version and you will lost the old database that you have before. Yes, but you can get the new version. I can send you the ISO file of the last version without any problem. PowerMaster 10 use 2G. No, there is a function on panel. There is not a function that depends of PowerManage. If you have PowerMaster 10 and it is working in 3G, but it's invisible or that is not important for PowerManage. It's only a communicator function on panel. It's not depends of PowerManage. Another question?
Anyone have another question? Then I think we are. Alexander, please, can you put your question even on the chat on the Q&A? Christian, can you see the chat?
Yes, I see. I am seeing the chat, but I don't see some question
Yeah,
of
there is no question.
Alexander.
Yeah, okay. There is no
Alexander,
extra question.
please type your question, Alexander. PM10, I'm not sure about this because PM10 is a version of panels, of Power Master panels, but I think that is 3G. 3G in the last version that we have.
Okay. I think so far we are ready with the Q&A. Christian, thank you for such a wonderful presentation. Alexander, you have you have raised your hand.
Well, we have another question of
Yes.
Lois.
Should they hurry or
Well, depends on, because for example, if you have application working on your PowerManage and you have been created I don't know, you're using 4.8. Well, if you have the database with events log, with user, with application users, we need to be careful with that because we need to do a backup of your database first of all, and after that we need to install in a virtual machine the 4.10 version, restore the backup or 4.8, doing a backup again to update the version of database to 4.10 and upgrade the version of PowerManage to 4.12 and do again the process. Restore the database of 4.12 and doing a backup in 4.12 and synchronize and upgrade in your server the last version of PowerManage and restore the database that we upgrade before. It's a really interesting and long process if you don't want lost your database. If for you that is not important, we only need to install the last version, synchronize your license and the panels immediately getting enrolled with the PowerManage. That's all.
Okay, any other question? Okay.
You're welcome, boys.
Oh, Christian, wonderful presentation, really. I've learned a lot about. Now I'm opening the mics, so if anyone wants to talk, because we're doing a little bit of a word here. I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah.
Because yes.
Yeah, hi, this is Alex. This is Alex Annette with the Bulldog Security International in Honduras. We need to focus and get a clear answer on that 2G versus 3G. We have hundreds and hundreds of panels with Tigo and Claro SIM cards in them that they're threatening to. They say they're going to shut down the 2G networks. They don't give us a precise time, but they've, pretty much give the heads up. You need to transition to 3G. We need to make sure that your panels are compatible with that, right? Is that the question?
This not depends from us because remember that 2G is turned off in the most of countries. Yes, so in this case, the panels only will works in 3G. Yes, but there is no depends from us. Depends on the local,
on the carrier, on the telecom provider.
Telecom provider. Just you need to think in starting the upgrade process of panels to Qolsys panels. Yes, so it's important that you schedule or you doing a planning for upgrade the all different customers when, for example, 3G goes down. Because, for example, if 3G goes down in a period of 2 years, of 3 years, all of your customers lost communication. But this is not depend from us. Depends of the carrier in the local country.
I understand it doesn't depend on us. It depends on the carrier.
You have another echo. I need to mute you, Alexander. Can you write your question, please?
So what my question is, I'm sorry, I just want to be clear on my question, is the Power Master that we have, the Power Master 10s, are those 3G or 2G? That's my question. It's just a simple.
3G.
3G. Okay. Okay, that's it. That's all we need.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sharing my screen. Thank you, Arjo, for your time and your assistance. We are awarding a couple of AQ Wi-Fi for the attendance of this webinar. Please check your names on the screen, and if anyone can find himself or herself, please let me know, because I'm going to start the awarding in a couple of minutes.
Yes, remember that IQ Wi-Fi is a smart router that we have to work standalone or working with IQ panels.
Okay, and then we are talking about two winners in this awarding. Those are the participants for the contest, and we're going to get a countdown of 10 seconds. Then I'm going to click on confirm.
Hey, that's a really interesting.
Yeah, you can see everyone is here. I'm starting now. Please, good luck to everyone. We're on 3, 2, 1. Get your IQ. Luis
Okay,
Stevenson,
Lois and
congratulations.
Stevenson. A really good thing.
I'm getting this, send it to the chat. So, well, I want to thank you all for your time. I really appreciate you take the time to be with us, to allow us to provide you more info about the lot of products that we can bring to the market. I hope to see you very soon. We will send to this list more invites for new webinars and more information. Uh, well, I don't know. It is all. If any have a final question or a final thought, Christian, my congratulations. Wonderful.
Thank you for your time. Thank you, Jose. Thank you for everybody. Thank you for your time. Jackinson, I am going to contact you today and we are going to schedule this upgrade process. No worries. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.